Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, finally back with a new Vinyl Talk video. If you're new to my channel, Vinyl Talk is a series I started like more than 4 years ago when I was still like fresh on YouTube, kind of with the attempt to like pick one record from my collection and talk about it like in detail and stuff, give a little bit of information. And originally I aimed to a schedule of like doing this monthly, or like I always had a thought of doing this like once a week, but as it has come to be, this is more like an irregular thing on my channel because, well, time is rare and stuff, and now I got a day job as well, so instead of being like fully self-employed back in the days when I was like starting this channel, and well, time has become an issue kind of, and like scheduling things on a regular is not necessarily my thing, I found out. So this is a series of videos which pops up like one to like a few times a year, I guess, and I hope you enjoy this one. And I want to talk about a record. This is one of the more obscure records I own, and this might come as a surprise to those who've been like listening to my channel or like watching my channel on a regular for a while, because, well, I am known for a kind of left field obscure taste in music. And if I say well, this is about a more obscure records I own, this might be like, okay, what can there be like in terms of obscurity for someone who's listening to a lot of like dark ambient, drone noise, industrial, a lot of techno, dubstep, drum and bass, whatever. And yeah, but those obscure records in my collection do exist, and the one I want to talk about is this one. I hope this works with the glare. Carl Stone's Himalaya, which was released on the Unseen Worlds label back in 2019. A double album actually, and if you can, or as you can tell from the artwork kind of, and from the title of course, this is one is dealing with a kind of, well, let's say Asian influenced style of music kind of. There is a nice little hype sticker on there as well, which I've like kept around on the shrink wrap and stuff. And yeah, Carl Stone is a musician who has been like active in the experimental music scene for ages actually. According to Discogs, he started composing like electroacoustic experimental music back in '72, released his first album in 1983, and has been active on the circuit ever since with the Unseen Worlds label within the last years, releasing, I guess, minimum of 3 of his albums, this included. So he's been kind of rediscovered and stuff. This is a actually 6-track album, which is kind of obscure and split into 2 parts, if you want to say there. That comes with a beautiful like inlay, which is somewhere around here, which explains a little bit of the music. This is a photo of Carl Stone and the Japanese singer Akahirume, I guess is a name, which I might have butchered, but the singer plays an essential role in this album as well. A little bit of information about the album on here as well. And beautiful artwork. The records basically are black, but come in these beautiful plastic sleeves kind of to protect them, which are very nice and not that like brittle and like fuzzy as a lot of those plastic sleeves that come in experimental music records usually. And basically the design looks like this, beautiful silverish grayish with the blueprint. Totally love the clean aspect. And yeah, this is one. The other record looks basically the same. And what this is, in terms of obscure, is this record obviously deals with kind of Asian influences. I would presume that although Carl Stone used to live in Japan for a while, this is more like with a Himalayan, Tibetan influence, but it's not like regular like Asian music. But the first record sounds a little bit like if you take Asian like temple music mixed with a little bit of jazz and stuff, and put this through a kind of randomizer on Max MSP, which is a software Carl Stone often uses for his compositional efforts and stuff, and like have this music kind of randomized, kind of like reprocessed to, and like cut down to a certain frequency range because let's say especially the first 3 tracks on this album, which are on the first side, totally lack bass and there is actually no low frequencies in there, but like just a very distinct mid-range, which seems to be a little like sounds like a hyper compressed MP3 maybe, and mixing this with this kind of randomized temple music, ritual music aesthetic is kind of obscure and takes like a few listening sessions to get fully accustomed to. The B-side is one long track, I guess runs about 17 minutes, which is like also characteristic for this album. Like the 3 long sides, or the 3 other tracks apart from the first 3 on the A side are like spread over one side of the record, entire side of the record. So they are ranging between, I guess, 13 and 17 or 20 minutes. The second one, the second side is more like a kind of funky, but in a very weird way, very solemn as well, and once again with this Asian influences. And these are actually not the tracks I bought this for, but I bought this one for especially Fuji Ken and Himalaya, the title track, which are both on the C and D side, epic long tracks, ambientish kind of, but with definitely ambient with like very like slow moving harmonies and stuff, very harmonic, not that fragmented, and I don't know, deconstructed as the first record might be, and both have like Japanese voices and like Japanese Asian singing elements to them, not spread out entirely over the tracks, but popping up every now and then, and giving this like a little solemn, ruminant, beautiful, deep listening texture with a little bit of like an organic influence or like a organic vibe, which is actually the vocals who are adding into the like electronic harmonies that are like floating around and stuff. And it's beautiful to listen to, especially the C and D side. If you are not into like experimental music in general and not experienced with avant-garde music, the A side won't do it for you at all, I guess. And it took even me a while to get accustomed to this weird like frequency stripped aesthetics, because when the very high tones, high frequencies are missing and the bass is missing, there is just a very, very narrow range, and this is a thing one has to get used to, but it is interesting, especially the first side. But basically, still, after listening to it once again before I shot this video, the C and D side, those 2 long ambient tracks with the Japanese vocals are my favorites for sure. And this is what I bought this for. Just a short interesting note on this record, and we'll see. As the end of the year is coming in, I guess not many promos are coming in to unbox, and with a lot of stuff I had to do already done, like when it comes to websites and writing record reviews and stuff, I guess all this stuff will slow down over the next week. So maybe I'm gonna shoot like another unboxing, and not another unboxing video, another like Vinyl Talk video before the year comes to an end. If you like this, let me know. If you have listened to this or have listened to other Carl Stone records, let me know as well. There is a comment section down there. I'm going to read the comments, answer them as soon as possible and stuff. Watch out for my Instagram for stuff to come. Still watch out for my Bandcamp and other like social media things, which you can like find down in the description box as well. For New Year's Eve, there's a radio show coming on Radio Flouka, once again in Paris, which will be like my kind of final show for the year radio-wise before I go into another show in like end of January. But there will be 2 podcast features coming up over the next weeks, so watch out for that. Like I guess one on 17th of December and one of like 30th of December. So this will be posted on my website as well, so you know, check the links, follow me on every platform and stuff, tell your folks about this channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. I'm going to go into editing so you can like see this tonight. And if you're a vinyl collector, why not following me? So I'm out, see you in the next one.